Well, good Friday afternoon, everybody. And it's good to see you and have another beautiful day. I loved last week when it started to rain a little bit and we just got people shouting out for the Crestwind song. So if you need relief, you know what to shout for. Anyway, welcome. And this week I've been listening to Willie Nelson, his audio book called It's a Long Story. And I know Willie Nelson from the days of the great songs that he wrote in the 60s. But I mostly know him from the days when he was kind of that outlaw singer. And it was real interesting to me when they was talking about his time that he spent campaigning for Jimmy Carter and how he brought in kind of the younger generation, the hippie generation, to country music. So thinking about those things, I got thinking about what I knew about country music in the early 70s, which wasn't much, but we had fun with it. So I was going to share some of that with you today. In the twilight glow, I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kiss goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a diamond bird, only memories remain. Through the ages I remember, blue eyes crying in the rain. So there you are, Willie. We've been thinking about you. We used to play in a little place in Polk City, Iowa, the Polk City, Iowa Bar and Grill. And along about the end of the night, we'd get out our cowboy hats and Cowboy Up, and we'd play these songs for an audience about your size, a bit younger and a bit drunker usually, but we always started with this one. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all dressed in white linen, dressed in white linen, as cold as the clay. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. You can see by my outfit that I'm a cowboy too. You can see by our outfits that we are both cowboys. If you get an outfit, you can be a cowboy too. So anyway, this is us having an outfit and deciding we were going to be cowboys for a bit. And the other country singer that we knew, because we had long hair, was the one that goes, Merle. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take no trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down on Main Street. We like living right and being free. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We don't fist of wave of glory at the courthouse in my front yard. White lightning still the biggest thrill of all. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. So, oh, sorry about that. God, you have to love acoustic music. Wait, just 1 minute here. So if you sing one by Merle Haggard about long-haired hippies, and you're thinking about Willie Nelson, has been a long-time advocate for the joys of marijuana, it only makes sense that we sing one from long-haired hippies about Merle Haggard. So here's a song we were singing that was written and performed by Big Brother and the Holding Company. They were the backup band for Janis Miles, or is Janis? Janis Joplin. Mine. Anyway, this is a song about Merle from the long-haired hippie crowd. Merle's having a problem and they're going to help him out. I was cruising down on 99, tearing up that old gray line. I must have been doing about 95. Saw a brand new car all broken down, and who do you think was standing around? Greatest country singer alive. Said, I'll change your flat tire, Merle. Don't you get those sweet country picking fingers all covered with earl? You're a honky, I know, but Merle, you got soul, so I'll change your flat tire, Merle. I heard you had an adventurous youth, making love in the telephone booth. I heard you even spent some time in jail. But now you got this brand new car and a brand new ranch house with a bar. You're picking up your checks in the mail. Said I'll change your flat tire, Merle. Don't you get those sweet country picking fingers all covered with arrow? You're a honky, I know, but Merle, you got soul, so I'll change your flat tire, Merle. Oh, I know it's hot out there. Car broke down, air conditioner don't work. You must be miserable, but don't you worry, Merle. We're here, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna change that flat tire, Merle. Said I'll change your flat tire, Merle. Don't you get those sweet country picking fingers all covered with earl? You're a honky, I know, but Merle, you got soul, so I'll change your flat tire, Merle. I heard about those records you did, putting down those long-haired kids for doing what they feel, saying how they think. It's hard to build a world your own, and if you have to go out and get stoned, it's better with a joint than with a drink. Said I'll change your flat tire, Merle. Don't you get those sweet country picking fingers all covered with earl? You're a honky, I know, but Merle, you got soul, so I'll change your flat tire, Merle. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. So that was for Merle. Willie started singing these songs, and as part of like Western swing. And that's where the music started for him. Here's a song from 1929 that everybody's done one time or another, but it was started out by a group from Texas, recorded it, and it's crossed over to country and popular and bluegrass, and it goes, and it's just because you think you're so pretty. Oh, just because you think you're so pretty. Just because you think you're so hot. Just because you think you got something nobody else has got. Oh, you make me spend all my money. You laugh and call me old Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you, honey, I'm through with you because, just because. There'll come a time when you'll be lonesome. There'll come a time when you'll be blue. There'll come a time when you'll who pay all the bills for you. You cause me to lose all my girlfriends. I'm telling you that baby we're through. But I'm telling you, honey, I'm through with you because, just because. So that kind of became the bluegrass part of it. Thinking about those songs that the country boys that sang songs that crossed over in with the hippie community. There was Jerry Jeff Walker sang this one. I think I'll play it on the ukulele here. 1 minute. So Jerry Jeff played those country songs with a little bit of a hippie flavor to them. And I'm sure we played this one for you recently. I think Mother's Day we played this one. We'll do a little bit for you here. He was born in Oklahoma. He had a wife, his name was Betty Lou, family lives. He's not responsible for what he's doing, 'cause his mother made him what he is. And it's up against the wall, your redneck mother. Oh, mother who has raised a son so well. He's 34 and drinking ain't as a honky tonk, just kicking hippies' asses and raising hell. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. All of those songs end the same way because they were our favorites. And my friend Lynn Kelley taught me, he's from Texas, and he taught me about another Texan who turned out was a friend of Willie Nelson, and his name was Kinky Freeman, and his band was Kinky Freeman and the Texas Jew Boys. Do you all know this band? A few nods, yes. Well, we would sing this one too. in Polk City, and it would get us in trouble. But what I remember about this song is that Lynn and I used to sing this when my daughter was 4.5 years old. And she loved this song. She would sing along on the chorus. Every time we sang, she would sing on the chorus. And she went to kindergarten, and she had a teacher who just loved to sing. And my daughter Jennifer came home from school the first week, and they said, "What happened in school?" It said, "Well, the teacher went around the room, and we all got to sing our favorite song." And we just kind of Marcia and I looked at each other and said, "Oh, we're going to hear about this, aren't we?" Because the song that we thought was their favorite was one by this Kinky Freeman and the Texas Jew Boys. And the song is, "Get your biscuits in the oven and your buns in bed." When they asked my daughter what her favorite song was, she said, "You Are My Sunshine." So we dodged that bullet, yeah. But if you haven't heard this one, we'll sing a little bit of this one for you. I would now introduce this as a song that a sexist might sing. A sexist might sing this, but of course not me. You uppity women, I don't understand why you gotta go and try to act like a man. Before you make your weekly visit to the shrink, you better occupy the kitchen, liberate the sink, and get your biscuits in the oven and your buns in bed. That's what I to my baby said. Women's liberation is going to your head. Get your biscuits in the oven and your buns in bed. Well, early every morning you're out on the street, passing out pamphlets to everyone you meet. You gave up your maiden form for Lent, and the front of your dress has an air scoop vent. So damned emancipated in your mind and your body, you're gonna have to give up your lessons in karate. If you can't love a male chauvinist, you better cross me off of your shopping list and get your biscuits in the oven and your buns in bed. That's what I do, my baby say. Women's liberation is going to your head. Get your biscuits in the oven and your buns in bed. Well, that was my daughter's favorite song. Yeah, we love that one too. So Lynn Kelley, wherever you are, I think I found out what my problem with my noise is here. Okay. Try that. It's too late. We told you that you can't do a concert without a train song, and here's a train song that is a little bit of a Western song. It's certainly an outlaw song, and we learned it from the playing of Pure Prairie League, which was kind of a hippie band, and that did some country-ish songs. Train song. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made me clean off with 16 G's, left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Charlie Jones was the engineer, he did. Had 20 years on the line. He kissed his wife at the station gate this morning at 6:35. Well, everything was going fine when Charlie looked up and saw men on horses, men with guns, and no sign of the law. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's, left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Now Amos White was the baggage man, he dearly loved his job. The company rewarded him with a gold watch and a fob. Well, Amos, he was marking time when the door blew off his car. They found Amos White in 16 pieces, 16 miles apart. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's, left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Said somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. So, I think Jesse James and his brother Frank were robbing that Glendale train. My grandfather, who was born in, I think, 1888, was a baker, and one time he had an infection from the yeast in his hand, and he had to stay off work for a week. And from rural Indiana, he went to Indianapolis. He stayed in a hotel, and the 2 things that he told that story, 2 things were, he looked out the back window, and there was a fight in the alley, and he'd never seen anybody have the knife fight. And the next day he went to the racetrack. They had a horse race, and the person the honorary celebrity who started the horse race by firing a gun in the air was Frank James. He'd been paroled, and he'd become a celebrity. So it was happening back in the turn of the century. So I got, if you aren't requesting that Crestwind song yet, I've got just 1 or 2 more for you. All right, no rain today. Let's see if I can. So we played in a band, a square dance band, and the name of the band was Nobody's Business, and it comes from an old song. I think it's from the Memphis Jug Band probably, but we knew it from the playing of Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt. They would sing the songs, and they all wore cowboy hats, so they were another crossover between those cowboys and bluegrass. And a song called Nobody's Business Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business but my own. To buy my baby clothes, that's where my money goes. Nobody's business but my own. There's words to this. As she wears my BDs and I stand on the corner and freeze. Nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business but my own. She rides a Cadillac, I walk the railroad track. Nobody's business what I do. She drives a limousine and I buy the gasoline. Nobody's business what I do. Of course, they had advice for life too. Champagne don't make you crazy, cocaine don't make you lazy. Nobody's business what I do. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. It's nobody's business what I do. I said nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business but my own. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. And then the boys, Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt would play this, and then their band would come up and sing this verse. Earl says, boys, we leave at 8. Lester says, that's too late. Nobody's business what I do. We say, well, what the heck? They're the boys that sign our check. No, I guess it's their business what we do. So there you are. If they sign your check, do what they tell you to. It's nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business but my own. Another cowboy we loved in the bluegrass days was Jimmy Martin. Always had a cowboy hat and was as wild as they come. If you ever get a chance to look at a video, look up Jimmy Martin. And this is a song about some fellas that decided to take a road trip to Nashville, Tennessee. Maybe they were going to go see Willie Nelson, but I think they had other people on their mind. Wait, I'm gonna get on the old turnpike and I'm gonna ride. See what it's gonna do to it. I'm gonna get on the old turnpike. That's the chorus. Let's start the verse. Well, Milwaukee's where we were before we came here, working in a brewery and drinking the finest beer. You came to me on Friday night, said let's go to Tennessee. We came down to Nashville to the Grand Ole Opry. Said I'm gonna get on your turnpike and I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna leave this town until you decide which one you want the most. Opera stars of me. Milwaukee, he'll come from Nashville, Tennessee. Well, I turned on the TV, Minnie Pearl was talking loud. I said, that's a woman for me, I love her, there's no doubt. I'm leaving here right now, gonna find out where she's at. If I can't get her, I'll settle for a little pretty tan to wind it. Said I'll get on the old turnpike and I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna leave this town until you decide which one you want the most. Opera stars of me. Milwaukee, he'll come from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going down and trade my old Ford for an Olds. Might get all drugged up and trade it for a Rose. But one thing's for sure, said I'll always be blue. There's not enough booze in this old world to stop my loving you. Said I'll get on the old turnpike said, which one you want most, little Possum Jones or me? Which brings us to that time in our program. You take the C-N-O-E-S-S-W-I-N-D, and that spells grass wind, and it means paradise. Got this in a good key. You take the C-N-R-N-E-S-S-W-I-N-D, and that spells grass wind, that's home to me. Don't cover a lot when you look on the map. I won't study geography, but I would look at my retirement map. You take a C-N-R-N-E-S-S-W-I-N-D, that spells grass wind, and that's home to me. And that spells grass wind, and it means paradise. In Gainesville, Georgia, USA. Cowboy Up, everybody, and enjoy. One for you, Willie. Love it. Thank you.